Well, welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2, where I do everything that really isn't necessarily related to the New York Mets. But I've been doing a lot of stuff on the Oakland A's, believe it or not. They're moving to Las Vegas, and it seems like, to be honest with you, it seems to be accelerating very quickly now. And before we get into this, I know this is what you want to watch, stuff on the Oakland A's, but I'm kind of fascinated with this idea that this team is so bad, and they can't wait to get out of Dodge. They can't wait to get out of Oakland. I don't blame them. But I got a lot of stuff on the A's in this video. So you want to subscribe to this channel. You want to know what's going on with the A's. You want to know what's going on with the Brewers. I have a video, and I'll put the link into it, into the comment section and the pinned comment, and into the description about how the Brewers could be leaving Milwaukee, believe it or not. Headline from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I know that's something I normally read. Headline: A's Las Vegas Strip ballpark images released, and you can see the images right here. It's a beautiful ballpark, beautiful renderings, beautiful illustration. You're going to see a whole bunch of them as we do this first part of this video. The Oakland Athletics on Friday morning released renderings of the team's planned $1.5 billion would it be 30,000-seat retractable roof MLB ballpark in Las Vegas. Thought they would have looked to get at least 35,000. But I guess they kind of figured that, the A's don't have a big fan base. I guess they're going to want to build that up, I suppose. The stadium is set to be situated on 9 acres of land on the southeast corner of the 35-acre Tropicana Las Vegas site. Fans seated behind home plate will have a strip-facing view looking toward the outfield, with the back of the stadium facing Harry Reid International Airport. Quote, from the minute we stepped onto the Tropicana site, only 2 years ago, it was immediately obvious what a fantastic fit it would be for a new A's ballpark in Las Vegas. Brad Schrock, A's Director of Design and owner of Schrock KC Architecture, said in a statement. That's a bad Schrock. And you smell what the Schrock is cooking. Quote, the natural orientation of the ball. Mr. Schrock, please come in, Mr. Schrock. Your seat's ready. Your table's ready. The natural orientation of the ballpark creates not only some of the best views and connection to the Las Vegas skyline from the seating bowl, but also opens up the ballpark to a corner in a way that creates opportunities for an amazing, energetic public space with open and expansive views into the ballpark. You ain't gonna get this stuff from Ballcap Baseball or Ballcap Sports. You're gonna get that from Jim Riley. You're gonna get this from Robbie Hyde, I can tell you that. A's President Dave Kaval noted that this is the first conceptual design of the ballpark, and the features could change before construction begins. Quote, we hope our project goes beyond the traditional ballpark and serves as a catalyst for community development and engagement, Kaval said. That's not a great name to make fun of. It follows in the footsteps and success of the professional sports teams that come before us in creating union jobs, stimulating economic growth, and fostering investments in the community. It was announced this week that state and Clark County leaders reached a tentative agreement with the A's on a stadium funding package. That agreement includes up to $380 million with an M in public financing, including $180 million from the state and $145 million from Clark County. Of those amounts, $90 million of the state's contribution would be repaid via tax revenues generated on the ballpark site, while $120 million of the county's portion would be paid by the tax district. And it is a old gobbledygook. Quote, we look forward to continuing our collaboration with the Nevada governor, legislative leaders, Clark County commissioners, and the southern Nevada communities as we move forward with plans on our new home, Kaval said. Oh boy. Now here's a different article from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Headline: A's MLB relocation vote could occur as soon as June. Isn't that interesting? The Oakland Athletics Las Vegas relocation will be approved by Major League Baseball as soon as next month, well ahead of the previous deadline of December 2023. If the A's ballpark funding deal is passed through the legislature and signed into law by Governor Joe Lombardo, MLB owners could vote in June on the team's planned move to Southern Nevada, according to MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred. MLB owners meeting where the vote could take place will be held June 13th to the 15th in New York. So that's in 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. Manfred, speaking to reporters in Milwaukee on Friday, he's in Milwaukee because he's got to talk to the legislators and the politicians in Milwaukee and the team with the Brewers because they might be leaving too. So that's why he's in Milwaukee, which you'll see in the video that I'm posting and pinned to this video. Also noted that the A's are focused on the Tropicana site and that he's hopeful plans to construct a $1.5 billion with a B 30,000-seat retractable roof stadium there come to fruition. A person with knowledge of the A's stadium dealings confirmed the A's are not considering other sites. Well, it's Las Vegas or bust. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. This week, Lombardo announced that state and Clark County leaders reached a tentative agreement with the A's that could lead to their relocation from Oakland to Las Vegas. The A's stadium funding bill could be introduced as soon as this week. Well, they did that today. The ongoing feud between Lombardo and legislative Democrats over the state budget has delayed the bill's introduction. If approved, a sports and entertainment improvement district would be set up around the stadium site. Taxes generated by the stadium will repay bonds issued to fund the ballpark's construction. So, the wheels are in motion. It's only a matter of time now. How long will it take to build this ballpark? I mean, it's only a 30,000-seat stadium, but obviously it's going to be pretty much state-of-the-art. State-of-the-art ballpark from 2025, 26, 27, with all the sort of amenities and all the sort of bells and whistles of Las Vegas, with the Las Vegas Strip behind it. I mean, this could be it'd be a big difference to where the A's are now. The A's are they're in the worst ballpark in the history of sports. It's a ballpark that got retrofitted for football. Football's not played there anymore. Obviously, the Raiders are going to be next door to the A's when this occurs. They have it's an old ballpark. It's an old stadium. It's a cookie cutter stadium from the 60s. It is a piece of garbage, They have all kinds of vermin in the ballpark, from possums living in the ballpark to stray cats living in the ballpark. It's a very different situation from what's going over across the bay with San Francisco, when they have this beautiful ballpark on the other side of the bay, and then they have that monstrosity there with Oakland. And the fan base, they just, in some regard, I feel sorry for them, but then at the same regard, I don't. They have a ballpark and a team, and they've had teams that have been pretty good there, and they just don't go. But then at the same time, I don't blame them for not going, knowing that after 3 or 4 years, ownership moves the players out of there. I would hope that the billionaire that runs and this is Fisher, the billionaire that runs the A's, and he's owned the A's since 2005, I would hope that he'll start spending money. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Billy Beane. I could try to find out for you what's going to happen with Billy Beane, because Billy Beane's attached to the A's. And I know for a fact that when the Mets are looking, this is the New York Mets, looking for a president of baseball operations, and they're still looking for somebody, there was a lot of talk they wanted to hire Billy. But the problem was that Billy didn't want to leave Oakland because he's got 2 young twin daughters. And that's what my source told me. That's close with the family, with the Beane family, with the Billy Beane, and I guess his second wife. And he didn't really want to leave Oakland. I should ask my source now if Billy's going to stay with the A's if they move to Las Vegas. I'll find out for you. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Please, of course, subscribe to the Baseball Head too. Appreciate the time you take. I'll get you more information on Billy Beane and everything else that's going on with the A's and the New York Mets, I guess. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.